Hey guys, I'm doing a layout on the Zephyr for you. Here's what I got. I cleared the prop opening behind the prop. Heck, looks like it's about 11-inch opening. Ten and a half or 11, depending on which one you want to end up using. I'm going to probably end up using this one, which will give it a 10.5-inch opening down each side. You can go a little bit bigger if you want for 11-inch opening. What I did on the rear, what I did on the front, from the center over at the front of the area, I did 5.5 or 5 1/4, depending on what you want to do. And then what I did is I come out to the trailing edge and I mark 6.5 out there. And then what I do is end up drawing a line and then taking a straight razor and just cutting that straight down. The motor mount that's going in the Zephyr is going to have these last two tabs broken off on both sides. And then that motor mount is going to be mounted directly in there. This is a utility bay right here in the middle. It's going to have a lid where it flips up here. This is going to stay down. The electronics, the batteries, are going to end up plugging into here, and we'll be able to open this lid up and plug the batteries in. There's going to be a tunnel in here where this can end up, both batteries can end up coming in here and tying in. The servos, outboard, looks like you can go anywhere from 7 to 8 inches to the back side of the servo. The main spar on this airplane is right there. Basically, it's going to be right underneath the snap line. Right underneath the snap line. I'm not going to snap it off. So that spar is going to get that motor mount is going to get mounted directly down over and on top of those spars. So basically, what's going to end up happening is along the leading edge, it looks like I put the batteries about 1.25 inches back. And that's going to be the lip. So the inside of the battery bay is going to be just about at 1.5 inches right here going out. It's going to be the inner line. The outer line is going to be, this is going to be the shelf that the coroplast sits on right here. I put a camera mount just up front. I'm going to cut this out a little bit, and I'm going to mount a piece of flat plate plywood right in there so we can go ahead and mount the camera. So what's going to end up happening is the wires will come out of this bay, go onto the top of the airplane over to the camera. And then that mount, you can either do a pan tilt or whatever you want to do on there. But basically, all the spars that go in here are stopping the top main, not the top, not the main spars, but the fiberglass top spar is going to go directly on top of the wing. It's pretty much just about centered from here to here. And then it's in the exact same spot on the bottom. And what they do is they overlap the main spar. And under the bottom, they end up going underneath this bay to about this area here. All the way, about this area right here. So they go in a little bit farther on the bottom. But when you put one on the top and the one on the bottom, it makes them super, super strong. These servos are going to end up having their control rod, like a 440 rod, come directly back to this control surface. And once it comes back to the control surface, it can either be exposed or buried depending on how you do the control rods. Here's the bottom. Shows you where all the sparring is going to end up being. And that's the basic lowdown. So I'm going to go ahead and give this a cutout here and get all this stuff cut out, and I'll shoot a video of everything cut out once it's done, and I'll show you how all the lids and everything are going to be made.